Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, it is I, Still Guns, and I welcome you back to World of Tanks in a vehicle that I don't really like that much, the M24 Chaffee. This tank, well, of course, once upon a time it was out of my league. There was no point in getting it. It was a dead end in the tech tree, cost 55,000 experience, and yeah, there was just no point in getting it. But now, following patch 9.3, it's easy to get. Pretty easy. Though it's got worse. Of course, it had to. It's now got a line of its own. But just because it's now available doesn't mean it's good. It's nothing like it used to be. 96mm of penetration on both of its guns. Only real sort of upgrade is the accuracy, I guess. This thing is awful. Though some people can still play it. And I have not fitted it out as a scout very much. Because it's just not me, and I just don't want it. Anyway, I was trying to scout, but I panicked when I saw that AMX 12T right next to me. And I thought he had actually spotted me. The chances are he hadn't. I panicked and just fired a shot into him. And just... Ah! An enemy right there. Shoot him, kill him right now. But, who knows. So, spotting cut short. Plenty of lag. Lagging quite a lot. It seems to be something wrong with the internet here. But now I find myself feeling rather out of place. I mean, I've only got 96mm of penetration. Not a lot I can really do. I can't really risk going back out to scout again. I mean, there was a T-34-85 waiting for me. There's that AMX. They'll spot me. And there's that AMX coming back. And he spotted the artillery. Oh dear. Artie, you've got to defend yourself. Or I do. And he defended himself. Fortunately, I was not needed, but there's a chance I was spotted by that AMX. So let's dive into cover. Dive into cover like a coward. Just in case the cowards shoot at me. There are 3 on each team. You can tell which ones they are because they're driving artillery. Yes, cowards always drive artillery. It's the coward's way of playing. Shooting halfway across the map. Completely safe. Well, almost completely safe. 99% safe. Anyway, I spot an opportunity. The 88 and the IS will be occupied by that T-34-1 and this KV-85. And I can rush by to try and get at the artillery. Which will be nice. That IS is coming round though. The 88 has died, but the IS is coming round. However, he has more pressing concerns in the form of the T-34-1. And I get by. AT-15A over there. I'm scot-free. Well, I say scot-free. I did take that hit from the T-34-85. But... oh! How did that happen? That does happen quite a lot, I will admit. I've had E25s bouncing my T29's 105mm gun from the tracks, and that's just annoying. Anyway, artillery spotted M12. GW Panther shoots and just shot lands right in front of me. And this M12 is screwed, he knows it. He's trying to get away, but I've auto-aimed. GW Panther, he has just fired, and it's entirely possible he's reloaded, but there's just not enough time. And Hummel, he's taken a hit, but turret glitches out, and there we go. There goes that Hummel. And now it's time to run away, because I don't want to get shot at. Hide in the forest, and then do some auto-aim sniping. This guy is over there. Lots of lag because it's in the bloody forest. And we just lost a T-34-1. Two of them, I think. Shot into the Jackson, but he's probably behind cover or something. Oh no, he's not. But he disappears, and I decide I've got to run away because he's coming for me. And now starts a sort of uneventful bit. Because I'm scared, I rush back to the base only to find that the two tanks that have come here are on dangerously low HP. Well, at the moment the KV-85 isn't. No, the KV-85 is not on lower health yet. But he did just take a hit that Jackson has spotted him. Oh, yes, because it's the Cromwell that spotted him. And he's taking hits, and he'll be on low health soon enough. Running around the cap circle, but I just want to get at that Jackson. I know he's coming. And I'm just itching to get him, and eventually I just drive out of the cap circle. But I still can't make up my mind. I'm thinking, oh, I'm gonna go back into the cap circle. No, let's go back to defend Miss Jackson. And yeah, I stopped being popular with the team at this point. We're telling me to either cap or spot. The T-34-1 actually had the audacity to call me a noob, but I was just in a state of indecision. So the Crusader has actually just told me to cap or spot, so I'm going to go spot. Didn't expect much to get out of this. There we go, the T-34-1 is calling me a noob. But so far so good. And there's the Jackson, he's engaging a T-29. That is the T-29, appeared to have spotted him first. And I had the perfect position, because he's turned around to face the T-29. And I'm behind him. And he doesn't seem to notice. Or maybe he does, and he's just, oh crap, I'm done for. And there, my friends, is my first Pascucci's medal. Yes! Pascucci's! And that, my friends, is First Class Mastery, Fire for Effect, Fighter, and my first ever Pascucci's medal in the M24 Chaffee. Getting some spotting damage on the Cromwell, the Hummel, and the IS, as well as completely destroying the GW Panther, M12, and the Jackson, I find. Correct. 1,476 damage, 533 spotting damage, and unfortunately there's a glitch right there. Rectangle on the screen. No idea why it's doing that. And there I am with just over 1,000 base experience. And 4 kills. It's completely destroying the rest of the team. And just in case you wanted to see anything else. This next battle in the ELC AMX was incredibly frustrating. As you can see, I'm starting and there's already a dead tank on each team. What had happened was I pressed the battle button, I got into the battle, and it instantly lost connection. So, you can imagine how frustrated I was. Fortunately, I reconnected just in time and there was only one dead tank on each team. That being said, this sort of period of inactivity did last a little while, longer than I would have liked. Lag is often a problem with this brand new internet. I suppose it's due to the proximity to all the other routers in the area. But finally we're on the move, and I just like to say, Gnome Father does an amazing job with these engines. Of course ELC did not actually have a rally car engine, but it is still a rally car engine sound. It just fits so well. Now my initial thought had been to rush in and help here, but somehow I don't think an ELC will last that long. Especially with all those tanks over there. So I do have a short headless chicken moment where I'm not quite sure where I'm gonna go.
But I do see that the left flank also needs some help, and there is a bit of an opening. So, of course, I had originally been planning to do some sort of peekaboo support, but with the amount of tanks that suddenly start appearing over there, I decided against it. In fact, as it turns out, there's no one really guarding the base. And seeing all these tanks, I decide, well, let's pay their artillery a little visit. Of course, I was really nervous, just expecting to run into another tank that was lagging behind the others. But all I ran into was a Crusader self-propelled. And he's just completely oblivious. He just doesn't know that I'm here until I shoot him. And he just goes into full-blown panic mode. I run into him by accident, and that's all the damage that ever gets done to me. And the thing is, he knows he's screwed. Kill number one. Because he tried to run away, but he completely forgot there was a rock in the way. M24 took a pot shot, but he missed, hit the corpse of his own comrade there. And you can just imagine just how much these guys were swearing, cursing that they'd been outplayed. Oh man, that's gonna leave a mark. Now, credit where credit is due. This M24 driver does attempt to stop me from getting around, but yeah, that kind of failed. He accidentally pushed me out from behind him and gave me a perfect shot. But it's entirely possible he was reloaded. I suppose he was willing to sacrifice himself, because his gun was pointed right at my turret. Hello, Mr. KV-1, why are you camping the base? Let me just tell you the error of your ways with a 90mm gift. Ah, come on, why didn't that set him on fire? Now the guy does have a kill, but that's because he was sniping with one of the worst guns to be sniping with. An 85mm with .42 accuracy. And yeah, he completely missed. Bang! Now there's an SU-8 that has been sighted behind us, and he had just fired, but the fact that he fires again, wow, that's really damn quick. And finally, I get the fire I wanted. It means I didn't have to waste another shell on this guy. And now there's just an M4 Sherman left, and he had last been sighted up in E1. But he's actually come back, presumably to come and try and deal with me. But, well, you'll see how things go. And so, there we have it. My second Pascucci's medal. And the second time I've received the first class mastery in the ELC AMX. I really should go in this little tank a bit more, but I just haven't had much success in it. So whenever I have one of those games that I just somehow miraculously do well in, it at least gives me some cause to keep it. As you can see, 5 kills, and only needed 7 shots to do that. Only 3 of those tanks actually needed a second shot to destroy. And that's 1,300 damage. There was no spotting damage done in that. It was all damage that I did myself. And that is quite nice to do. Surprisingly, the second highest person on the team was a GW Panther. And then after that is an S35CA, and there's almost 200 experience between him and that GW. So that is really quite nice. Very strange. The enemy team wasn't really much better. That KV-1 that I destroyed did 680 damage, but he was camping in the base, and I wouldn't really have used that 85mm gun to do it. In the end, that team was rather rubbish. And there we go, 8 shots fired, 8 penetrations. Oh, I thought it was 7 shots. Oh well. And 1,300 damage done altogether. I ran around for nearly 2.6 kilometers. And that was 2,166 experience and 27,621 credits received as a total profit. But now I bring you some sad news. Silent Stalker has given up on For the Record, and it is dead. A real shame that this resource that I would often visit several times a day is now not going to be continued. There is a sort of replacement, but it will never replace For the Record. And so we will spare a moment's silence. Okay, silence is over.